Welcome to the Inner Champions podcast. Would you like to promote your business so the world can find you? Or would you like to become a sponsor of the podcast? If so, please contact us on Instagram at Inner Champions Podcast. Lastly, follow our current sponsor at The Real Talk with Jordyn.
What is up? How's it going, Inner Champions podcast listeners? It has been quite some time since you've heard my voice. In 2025, the month of December, I guess put together a series of throwback episodes. I have done a lot of public speaking, as I've mentioned in the past. I have done a lot of other kind of podcast-related type of content, and I just wanted to fulfill December with, just some throwback episodes, some stuff that I've done in the past, some stuff that I was successful early on in years past, and I just wanted to give you a fill-in, and I just didn't have any kind of new, fresh, updated content to provide you, so I didn't want to leave a month of open-ended, non-content availability for you to listen to. I hope you enjoyed all those. I hope some of you, if not all of you, were able to gather some kind of information. I just wanted to come on here and wish you all a happy new year. It is January 1st, 2026. I hope that the majority of you can get on those, want to be weight loss journeys, want to be more healthy, want to be more active, that's all great. That's all fine and dandy. But as I would say to anyone, if you do that, stay consistent, stay with it. Don't waver from your wishes on wanting to do those things or your New Year resolutions. Please, sustain what you are wanting to do. I am not coming on here to defeat you and tell you that you cannot be or what you are choosing to want to be or let alone become. So here in the near future, I guess through the whole month of January, there will be a lot fresher content. There will be some stuff that you have not heard yet that I had previously recorded months and months ago that we need to catch up on because I had to postpone it due to the December content and the December throwback episodes. So that current from the last part of last year will be coming out momentarily after this episode concludes and you guys listen to it. There will be tons of that to come out still. I encourage your youth to start listening if they're not. There's going to be a whole series of just, what youth can do, how youth can get good, how youth can be better at anything they want to accomplish in their life. And I just encourage that you either sit with them or allow them to listen to the podcast or / radio, whatever you're listening on. In January, I will be doing my best to get back to the high school level of coaching. But with getting back to the level of high school of coaching, whether it be in basketball or football, I still will be providing you with the utmost current content or things that come to mind. And I just want to voice to you out there as a community, as a podcast, and just, continue to bring you what I've brought you. Like I said, there's still a lot of previous content that I recorded the last parts of 2025 that are still going to eventually trickle its way out to you, to your radios, to your speakers. And some of, I guess, the new things here on the Inner Champions podcast that we are thinking about doing. I don't want to give too much away yet in this particular episode, but there will be fresh content. There will be some twists to this content. There will be more, I guess, a consistent driven type of content. But, with that being said, there's just going to be a lot more, I guess, twists and turns. But I think to brighten things up, to again, throw a twist at you, throw a curveball per se. And again, I don't want to give away too much just yet because it's going to be like an unveiling. It's going to be an addition to Inner Champions podcast. Inner Champions podcast is going to take a waiver it's going to branch out and do more something of some kind of nature and some kind of more of a passion that I have. not just speaking to you all about, being right and being excellent and being champions. It's going to teach you how others can become champions. It's going to teach you how, to just how others can be motivated, how maybe others can motivate you. Also, in the early parts of January, at some point, I will be talking to a very good friend of mine, one on one, and we will bring that podcast to you shortly after we record it. I can't wait for that. We will be talking high school basketball. We will be talking Nike basketball. So make sure in the coming weeks that you stay tuned to the Inner Champions podcast, because there will be a lot of fresh content to come to you, to come to your speakers for you to listen to. I am incredibly surprised how well this podcast is kicked off. I may not be able to see you physically listen to the show, but your results are showing that, even in the December time of last year, where I thought it was going to be kind of a down month, it kind of sparked a new level of people, tapping in, listening in. So I could tell you guys are out there. I could tell you are enjoying some part of this content, um, due to my, stats. And who knows if the stats are exact or anything of that nature. And that's okay. They don't need to be perfect. I'm not asking to be perfectionist. But I just hope that this, new batch of year, especially in the beginning stages of 2026, can bring you the best of content, and continue to, give my wisdom to those who want to listen and take parts of what I, describe to you and tell you what can be possible, what can't be possible, how to make things possible, how to make things that, seem unachievable achievable, attainable goals, and so on and so forth. And just, I guess, more of my nuggets, more of my, how did I get here? Why am I here? What makes me more consistent, more, always a winner? I have lost, like I've said in episodes past, time and time again, but with those few losses, I've learned to just overcome that and continue to win and continue to be a champion at anything and everything that I do in my life. And I just am aspired by all these people around me. And I got a good, 6 to 7 people around me, aka 6, 7 around me. And it's just one of those things where I'm grateful. I have a youth basketball team that I will be being the assistant coach on. I already have accomplished a sponsor. Go ahead and check out our sponsor, 4K Roofing. He is a best friend of mine, very good friend of mine. He recently opened his own business, in roofing. It says it in the name, which is great, which is wonderful. He is an up and coming business owner, but I think that things are going off in the right direction. So if you can please do me a favor and check him out on social media and schedule your free consultation. Tell him that Coach Feild, or aka RJ, sent you. You might get some kind of special kind of discount. Don't to hold me to that. I don't know, but I'm just throwing that out there. We have that kind of relationship where I think that he would be willing to give you kind of something if it is a possibility, depending on the level of the job. So I wanted to bring you that, and just, like I said, I will be doing my very best to get on a high school basketball team this year, or a high school football team. I am determined in 2026 to make it a goal to get back onto a varsity team of some kind, whether it be basketball or football. If there are any Inland Empire basketball coaches and or football coaches out there listening and need some kind of assistance in coaching, a position coaching, or anything, or just need like an analyst of some kind, and just need some input and insight of, again, how to get your team, how to uplift your team, call me. I'm available. I'm a free agent. I will go anywhere in the Inland Empire. Please contact me. Hit me an email at coachescornerradioshow@gmail.com, or find me on social media at Coach Feild, on Instagram and Facebook. I believe Instagram is Coach_Feild. Feel free to message me there, contact me, get a hold of me, and let's win together. Let's make your team the next championship team or close to championship team, because that's what we want to strive for. That's what we want to become. That's what we want to get to. Any high school football coach or high school basketball coach, I am looking for a job. I am looking to help out. I am looking to be the best assistant I possibly can be for you, for your program, for your team, for your community. Give me a call. Give me an email, or find me on social media. So I hope that with some of those things being said, you listeners don't run away. With all of that I'm trying to accomplish, I will, like I said previous, be continuing to give you the content that I'm hoping that you like, because with the results that I got in that December period, it still showed me that you guys do listen or seem to tap in, seem to gain some knowledge or want some more type of nuggets, and that is beautiful. I'm also going to preface that if you want to be on my show, want to be on this podcast, shoot me an email at coachescornerradioshow@gmail.com. Once again, if you want to be on this program, on this podcast, shoot me an email. Find me on social media. Email is coachescornerradioshow@gmail.com. Find me on Instagram at Inner Champions Podcast, or you can find my personal Instagram at coach_Feild. Field with Feild, not Fi. I know I spell it wrong. There is a story behind that. There is family tradition and family history behind why I spell it wrong. But I hope that this gives you some kind of inspiration to continue to listen. Like I said, there will be much fresh content for all of you to gather, much fresh information. But again, my other goal for this podcast, and to make it, again, another level of success, is to get you guys to call in or get you guys to do an episode with me. Get in my email, like I've said time and time again. Let's do that. January sometime, probably the beginning or middle of January, we will have a guest appear on this podcast with me. We have to put that episode together and, fine tune the details, but they have already agreed to it, and they will be talking Rubidoux High School basketball and Nike basketball. It is going to be exciting. It is going to be energetic. So please come back for that. And just, I hope you guys are excited for the new year. I'm excited to see where the new year can take me, what strides I can, put myself in the new year. I am tired of being at home. I am tired of being down. I am tired of looking at, a black hole in the middle of the night. And so it is time for me to get back on my feet. I took about 1.5 years, almost 2 years off from the game due to some ill-advised stupidity from human beings that don't understand the concept of why I do what I do and how I do it. And that's okay. I'm not asking for everyone to be like me. But if you give me the reins to be your, poster boy, or that's not the right term to use, but, give me the responsibility to do this for you, I would hope for some freedom to do so. I, had brought this person X amount of things for their program and things like that, and just wanted to abuse the system, I guess, and abused it so much that I had to step away for my own good, for the players' own good, for the school's own good, for the health of that program, and I still wish them the best. I want them to be good again, but there's a lot more to come with that in January. Probably not January, in some time of this year, I will be opening up that series of this podcast and letting you know kind of more of the background of why I opened up this podcast. I know I've mentioned the Real Talk with Jordyn. She is the one who inspired me and continues to inspire me to do this. But I guess I will bring more to the forefront of why that became such a change in involving this level of podcasting and just voicing my story. There is a dark part of my story that eventually, I'm not sure. I'm not going to give you a date. I'm not going to give you a month of where I'm going to talk about some of the ugly. I know kind of the motto has been the good, the bad, the ugly. Well, you're not going to get a lot of the ugly, but you're going to get some nuggets of the ugly, and why I turned this podcast into such a success. And like I said, it continues to be a success, and I'm grateful for it to be a success. I'm just humbled that you guys take the time to listen to 10 minutes, listen to 15. I'm not sure exactly how long you get to listen to it, but again, you just take the time out of your day to tap in, show me some care. Also, by doing that, you can give us a good review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, but I think it's like Amazon Music /podcast, and any other platform you could be listening on. It helps us out just by tapping in, listening the first like 5 minutes, if not the full episode. But I'm so grateful. I'm so humbled. I can't wait to continue to bring you the best content humanly possible in the education category here on the podcast platforms that we broadcast to and upload to. I'm just grateful. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for listening. If it wasn't you, if it wasn't seeing those numbers continue to grow, I don't think that I would continue to be here just, voicing my own opinion. I think that I have a knack for just talking. I have a knack for just, drawing people that may be struggling. And that's my ultimate goal too, is anyone who's struggling, anyone who needs any type of uplifting or motivation. I hope that this podcast can bring you that kind of good, can bring you that kind of passion and desire to continue to put forth the effort, put forth the energy to push forward, never give up, never back down, never quit, never give in, and live by those mottos and live by those, words of wisdom, and just continue to, go for what you want to go for. Never let anyone tell you differently. If you know you did right, and if you know you're doing right, continue to do what you're doing. Continue to be yourself. Continue to have that drive. Continue to have that desire. Continue to have that passion and love for what you do and what you want. And I hope 2026 can bring you a great of joy, a great love for whatever you might be struggling in. Don't let it carry over into 2026. Fix it in 2026. Strive from it in 2026. Put your foot down in 2026. Make some drastic changes with yourself, with your life, with your job, with your family, whatever it is that's bothering you. Change it in 2026. Let's make a big difference in 2026. 2025 had its greatness for me. I got to be live out my dream, not to its fullest, but I got to, take that responsibility for as long as it was given to me, due to some other craziness, and I got to put that on my resume. And at the end of the day, even though I couldn't finish the way I wanted to finish, that's my goal for 2026, is to get back out there and finish for the next 3 to 4 to 5 years on how I choose to close it out, how I choose to close out my life, close out my career. And that is my ultimate goal, is to get back onto a court, get back onto a basketball, get back onto a football field in some kind of form or fashion. I'm not asking to be a head coach again. I'm not asking to hold that type of responsibility. If it comes, I am more prepared than ever, even the first time, to do that responsibility. I can do that responsibility. I have a lot of strength within myself to know that I can do it. Someone's just got to give me the time of day to prove myself, to show that I can do it, to show that I can hold that level of responsibility. I just haven't been earned that yet, I guess, or held that level of ability to have that from another person. And I don't need any like nuggets from anyone else and tell me if I can. I know I can, and that's the difference with me. But I just hope that eventually I can be a great assistant coach on a basketball team, on a football team, wherever I am at. And that is my ultimate goal in 2026. Go ahead and drop in on my social media page, Inner Champions Podcast. What is your ultimate goal? shoot me an email at coachescornerradioshow@gmail.com. What is your ultimate goal in 2026? Let's collaborate. Let's find out. Let me start seeing who my community is. Who am I drawing in to listen to these episodes? Shoot me an email. Find me on social media, Inner Champions Podcast. You can also find my personal account. I'd love to get the followers up on that too, at Coach_Feild on Instagram. I'm going to wrap it up for that from now, and we will catch you more in 2026. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's a 20-so-minute episode, but it will get you somewhere. It will inspire you, hopefully. It will uplift you, and we'll catch you more on the Inner Champions Podcast in 2026.